Hiranna kalja potokurshi hemoto. Hirannaya tokurani kimaya takanya tata. Nohotaya vishitanya kalja potahashaka. Hirokomati haryamukode. Ishtaya mukupala karanda krusha hyarata. Dashtokurumata kirana kaliyatotoshaya naka. Mahara kurushata harayata kaliyapoto taharana kaliyapotoshta karanaka. Mehriyato kuru tahreni baba uru korona arete kamata. Nahrete kaliyatotoshta karamata harete karana kaliyapoto. Maro kuru shai shiva karamato shata arana kaliyato. Mahrite karamato shai shatakarano arete karato shai mata. Yeroko mata karisheva karamato kurushai takaliya tatana karato tahareki patana kaliyato. Yer karana kaliyato shai shiva karamato le karataniki. Areta shatakuruchai mata. I am here. Now is the time. Be present in your awareness. Be present in your awareness. Be present in your awakening. Be present in your truth. Be present in your consciousness. Be present in your grace. Be present in your oneness. Be present in the purity that rests within you as the divinity that is all things. Now ask yourself, am I ready to receive? Am I ready to receive? Am I ready to receive? Am I ready to know? Am I ready to become that efficient person of divine grace, of divine light, of divine truth, of divine peace? Now I know myself as pure. Now I know myself as free. Now I know myself as the divinity, as the consciousness, as the truth. We are that dwelling place of truth. We are that consciousness, that grace, that oneness, that peace, that aliveness, that awareness. We are in the awakening process, unveiling everything that we have ever known, will ever know. Everything inside of us is being received now into our being. The consciousness within us is accepting us as gracious, as kind, as loving, as free. We are consciously aware. We are consciously aware of ourselves as true, as free, as divine, as essentially graceful. The quality within us is the quality that we are receiving now. I now awaken to my essence. I now awaken to my consciousness. I now awaken to my truth. I now awaken to the grace within me. That is consciousness. That is truth. That is love. Love is what we are. Love is where we are going. Love is how we conceive of the world around us. The world around us is conceived out of the love that is essentially becoming us, within us, as the truth of our being now. We know that as we receive this love within our being, we consciously are allowing God's grace to become everything that we need, everything that we are ready to accept now. I am accepting God's grace into my being now. I am accepting God's grace into my consciousness now. I am accepting God's grace into the divinity, the dwelling place, and the knowingness. I can see myself as divine and free. I can see myself as divine and free. Where am I going? Where am I going? What do I need? How do I conquer what is within me that is not allowing me to feel the presence of God's grace here now in this moment of kindness, love, and divinity? How do I conquer what is inside of me that is not allowing me to receive the essence of God's grace into my beingness in this moment of kindness, of love, of qualities of kindness and love. We know God's grace receives us into it in every moment that we are alive on this earth plane. So seeking for God's grace within us now, seeking for God's grace within us now, we can conceive of a world where everything is open, alive, loving, conscious, and free. We can conceive of a world where everything is open, alive, loving, conscious, and free. I am now receiving the grace of God's consciousness into my being. I am now receiving the grace of God's consciousness into my being. I am now receiving the grace of God's consciousness into my being. See me as divine and free. See me as truthful and kind. See me as knowing you as the grace, as the truth, as the peace, as the divinity of all things. I seek you within myself. I seek you within my own beingness of grace, within my own beingness of truth, within my own beingness of peaceful kindness, love, generosity. Everything within me is seeking for you within my own being. I am seeking for the kindness. I am seeking for the love. I am seeking for the truth. I am seeking for the beingness of consciousness, of grace, of energy, of light. Everything that I am receiving now is coming from that place within me that is divine, that is perfect, and that is free. Everything that I am receiving now is coming from that place deep within my being that knows grace of everything, consciousness, loving, awareness. We are kind, we are peaceful, we are loving, we are free. Become that energy of grace now, for in that energy of grace is everything you are receiving. Everything you are receiving is accepted into our beings, into that consciousness of grace now. See and seek within your own being. The seeing and the seeking within your own being is where you need to go now. You need to go into the seeing and the seeking within your own being. You need to be freed from all of the outside atrocities. They're not there. They're not awakening you. They're not giving you what you need. You are the divine essence of God's grace within your own being. You seek within your own being for what you need. You seek within your own being for what you are feeling, the gracious consciousness of love, divinity, truth, peace, essence. We seek for it within our own being. Nothing outside of us is going to give us that energy of grace within our own being. Nothing outside of us is going to give us that energy of gracious consciousness that we are looking for. It all exists within us. Everything we are seeking is inside. Our being is divine, our being is graceful, our being is loving, and our being is free. We now accept God's grace within our being, and I accept everything that is mine already into the consciousness of my true understanding on this earth plane. I am now accepting God's grace fully, truly, absolutely within my being. I am now accepting God's grace fully, truly, absolutely within my being now. I am now accepting God's grace fully, truthfully, absolutely within my being now, because everything that I need is already resting in the essence of God's grace, which rests within my being right now. There's no separation from me and the inside of my essence. There is no separation between me and the inside of my truth. There is no separation between me and the inside of my consciousness. So I allow everything that I'm needing, everything that I'm wanting, everything that I am receiving, it's all coming from the inside of my being. I am now accepting that the grace within me is the consciousness that I am receiving from the earth plane. I am now accepting that everything within me is fully being received by my being within the consciousness of grace, within the truth, within the peace, within the love. We seek for everything that we know already. We seek for everything that we already have. Everything that we need is everything that is already existent within our beings. I am seeking for my own being. I am seeking for my own truth. I am seeking for my own consciousness. I am seeking for my own grace. I am seeking for that divinity within me that cannot be conceived of by anything outside of me. me. I am seeking for that divinity within me that cannot be conceived of by anyone or anything outside of me. Only within my being can I conceive of the grace, the truth, the love, and the essence, the essential quality of knowingness, of feeling, of becoming, everything that I am wanting, everything that I am receiving. It's actually allowing me to become who I am already. This is the earth plane that I am receiving. This is earth's grace that I am knowing. This is the consciousness of truth that I am allowing into my stream of beingness. Now I consciously conceive of an earth where everything is conscious, everything is alive, everything is loving, everything is kind, everything is free. Do we see that within our beings? Right now, everything is allowing us to become the essence of grace. That is our truth, that is our love, that is our peace, that is our generosity. We feel generous because consciousness within us is generously alive within everything that we see. So sit for a moment and just allow this energy of grace to fully be received by your being into the essence, into the consciousness, into the truth of your being right now. Receive this energy into your truth, into your consciousness, and into your grace. Receive this energy right now as the essential quality of everything you are manifesting on this earth plane. Receive this essential quality of grace into your being right now. Accept that everything you've ever known, everything you will ever know, it's all consciously being conceived of within your being right now. You can accept it, you can know it. Everything that we are divining into our quality of grace right now, we can accept it, we can know it, we can feel it, we can see it. So I'm accepting you, right? I'm accepting you into my being. I'm accepting the love of grace, the love of consciousness, the love of truth into my quality, into my essence, into my love. I know you as divine. I know you as truthful. I know you as free. We are that quality of grace. We are that quality of truth. We are that quality of beingness that will give us everything we need. We are now resting in God's grace. We are now resting in God's truth. We are now resting in God's peace. We are now resting in that essential quality of everything that we are wanting in this experience of grace, truthfully receiving our energy of grace into our being. Now we know God's grace. We feel God's grace. We accept God's grace. We long for only the things that we need in the essential quality of energy that is rising from within our being, the essential quality of grace that needs to be seen. We are feeling that grace within our being now. Consciously allow yourself to conceive of God's grace within your being right now. In this quality of grace, we seek only for the truth within our being. In this quality of grace, we seek only for the truth within our being. In this quality of grace, we seek only for the truth within our being. Accept your aliveness, accept your oneness, accept your awareness, accept your consciousness. Allow yourself to become that divinity of grace that is you already. Accept that consciousness within your being now. Accept that consciousness within your truth now. Accept that consciousness within your aliveness, awareness. I am one, I am true, I am conscious, I am alive, I am loving, I am free. I consciously allow this grace to be received by me in this moment of grace. I consciously allow this energy of grace to be received by me in this energy of grace. I consciously allow this energy of grace to be received by me now in this energy of grace. I am consciously allowing myself to be everything that I am wanting to be. I am consciously allowing myself to be everything that I am wanting to be. I am consciously allowing myself to be everything that I am wanting to be. Where are you going on this earth plane? Do you do anything that you want to do? Do you do anything that you desire? Do you do anything that you love? Do you do anything that you feel graciously alive in? Do you do anything that you want to do every day, consciously alive in your grace, in your peace, in your truth, in your divinity? Do you do anything that you know is your grace, is your truth, and is your peace? Do you do the things that feel conscious, alive, truthful, and loving and free? Do you do the things that you know will bring you essence of grace into your being? Do you do the things that allow you to see, to seek, to know God's grace in you, outside of you, around you, above you, below you? Do you do the things that allow you to receive God's grace into your being now? Because in that grace is the truth that we are seeking. In that grace is the truth that we are knowing. In that grace is the truth that we are feeling. I am alive in the consciousness of grace, and I am seeking only for God's truth within my being now. I seek only for God's divinity within the truth of all things, and I now know that everything that I am doing in this grace, in this truth, and in this peace is alive within me now. I know that I am no longer seeking for anyone or anything outside of me for the fulfillment of my own being. I now know that I am no longer seeking for anything outside of me for the fulfillment of my own dreams, my own aspirations, my own energy of conceiving of what I want, what I need. I am gracefully, graciously receiving from within my being the essence of everything that I am needing now. I am consciously, gracefully receiving from within my being everything that I am needing now. I am consciously, gracefully receiving from within my being everything that I am needing now. If I allow this grace from within me to be seen, to be heard, to be known in everything that I am doing, I will no longer conceive of a world that is not allowing me to become what I want to be and become. I am free. God's grace is within me, and I am free, and I seek only for that grace within the truth of my being now. I seek only for the grace of the truth of my being now. I seek only for the grace, for the truth of my being now, because only in that consciousness can I conceive of a reality where everything is being conceived in the world of grace, in the world of truth, in the world of love, in the world of divine understanding. I now give myself the energy of grace that I will receive everything that I am wanting in this world, on this divine plane of grace, into my being, into my consciousness, into my aliveness. I am now receiving everything that I need into my being. I am now receiving everything that I need into my being. I am now receiving everything that I need into my being. I seek only for God's grace in everything that I am doing, because in God's grace I am seeing that I know my truth, I know my love, I know my awakening, I know my awareness. Everything that I am wanting is already in this grace, already in this truth, already in this peace, already in this love, already in this space of consciousness. Now I want you to know that you are the graceful receiver of your own energy of peace. I want you to know that you are the graceful receiver of your energy of grace. I want you to know now that you are the graceful receiver of your energy of everything that has ever been and will ever be. We seek only for God's grace within our being, and I now allow for that grace to be within me as the consciousness of all things. I am the purity of God's grace. I am the consciousness that rests within me as me. I seek only for grace within my being, and I know that everything that I am doing is free, divine, conscious, alive, loving, peaceful. Now I know you as the kindness, as the graciousness, and as the love that I am seeking now. I know you as the kindness, as the graciousness, as the love that I am seeking now. I know you as the kindness, as the graciousness, as the love that I am seeking. I feel the grace and the consciousness and the peace and the truth of my own being here now in this moment of gracious kindness, aliveness, awareness, oneness. We are one. We are conscious. We are alive. We are divine. We are loving. We are free. I am now accepting you, my divine love, into my being. I accept you, my divine love, into my being. I accept you, my divine love, into my being. I now accept you, my divine love, into my being, seeking only for grace, seeking only for truth, seeking only for peace. Everything that is me is you. We are one in this conscious grace, in this conscious truth, and in this conscious peace. Oneness, peace, truth, love, divinity, consciousness, awareness. We are truth, we are peace, we are love, we are divine energy of grace, consciously aware of everything, seeking us, knowing us, becoming us. Purity is our grace, purity is our truth, purity is our love. We consciously give you everything that you are. We consciously give you everything that you are. We consciously give you everything that you are. I am receiving everything that is my own into my being. I am consciously receiving everything that is my own into my being. I am consciously receiving everything that is my own into my being. I am consciously receiving everything that is my own into my being. I am alive in this consciousness. I am alive in this grace. I am alive in this truth. I am alive in this peace. I am alive in this oneness. I am alive in this oneness. I am alive in this oneness. Where have we gone in the consciousness of grace, truth, peace, and divinity? I seek for you inside of me, because inside of me is the consciousness that I am, always have been, always will be. I am free to be me in this consciousness of grace, in this truth, in this divinity. I am free to be me in this consciousness, in this grace, in this truth, in this divinity. I am free to be me in this consciousness, in this grace, in this truth, in this divinity. I give all that I am to all that you are, because we are one in the consciousness of grace. I give all that I am to all that you are, because we are one energy of grace. Now in the consciousness of truth, I am allowing my grace to be seen, to be heard, to be felt, to be known, to be allowed, to be accepted, to be aware. I am aware of the consciousness that I am. Every day in this moment of peace, I accept you. My divine love that rests within the consciousness of all things, I accept you. My divine love that rests within the consciousness that dwells within the energy of grace that is me, in the consciousness of my own true understanding. I seek for you. I know you. I feel you. I give you the grace of my being as the consciousness of graciousness wakes up within me now. I feel all aliveness, all awareness, all oneness. I am becoming free now in this grace, in this moment, in this truth, in this peace. Feel me accepting you into my being as the conscious grace, as the conscious truth, as the conscious beingness of my own divinity. Seek for you within your own being, because only within your own being are you seeking for the consciousness of grace, of truth, of beingness that is you. You are divine, you are conscious, you are loving, you are alive, you are free, you are powerful, you are abundant, you are willing to be everything that you are, always have been and ever will be. We are consciously alive in this grace, in this truth, in this peace. I am feeling God's grace, God's energy, God's truth receiving me into the consciousness of all things. I feel you. I know you. I accept you. Wow. God's grace is receiving me into it. Wow. God's grace is receiving me into it. Wow. God's grace is receiving me into it. I am God's grace, God's consciousness, God's energy of peace now, knowing God's grace in my being, truthfully receiving you as the consciousness of all things, allowing you to be everything we always have been, will ever be. Consciousness is that awareness, is that grace, is that truth. I am grace, truth, peace, love, divinity, feeling all that essence of me, receiving me, into me, knowing me, feeling me. I am always knowing God's grace within my being. I am always feeling God's grace established within the consciousness of my own seeing. I am always feeling God's grace as the unity that I know. All consciousness is in me. All consciousness feels me. All consciousness receives me. All consciousness allows me to be everything I am now. Seeking you, my divine beloved, into my own being, we seek only for the grace of energy, of consciousness, of truth, of divinity, peace. I allow you to be. I allow you to be. I allow you to be everything you are, always have been, and will ever be. Receive right now into your being the truth of your consciousness and divinity. Receive right now into your being the truth of your consciousness, grace, energy of love. We are that consciousness now. Know yourself as divine. Know yourself as true. Know yourself as free. Oh, God's grace, energy, truth, peace, love, receiving everything that is mine. I know. Awaken to that truth. I feel the energy of grace. I know I am consciousness receiving everything that is mine in this earth, in this plane, seeking everything inside of me. I am. Wow. This is my moment of knowing me. Wow. In awe. Wow. In grace. Wow. In consciousness. Wow. In feeling energy rising through my being. Wow. Wow. Yes, purity, kindness, love, grace, truth, peace, feeling you. I am grace, I am truth, I am peace. Wow. I am love. Kai Shanti. Narokuroshai mata. Ariata irtiana yata. Nabuto Shaihi Narutayama Haremu Narikopati Urayamata Shayune Krutarimi Ngotaipota Hudari Komi Hari Umati Shatayata Akatata Shayam mutaite, horai mutaite mata. Hutare mutu hari shuko himutu haeto shaitan puteo Viku moto hikushi arata hutareko harani kopai homate harekoshi harekomata hote kushitane hutai hutai are umoto hitashaite hayamata koromate harimota. That's it. Kurutamate shai komate haratamata shi koropana hiro palishata Hirotayana Deshtavaka Hiromate. Give it all you have, give it all you know, give it all you are. And because the grace of consciousness is you, you give that to everyone, everywhere you go, because that is the consciousness of truth. That is the consciousness of grace. That is the consciousness of peace. We're accepting, we're receiving, and we are knowing that everything we are is everything we have always been and everything we will always be. I am alive. I am conscious. And I am free. God's grace accepts you now as alive, conscious, loving, pure, divine, and free. Karayamaka. We are free. Mishto. Mata.
Love is all you ever need.